Okay, so let's talk about prayer real quick. So, how to pray? What is prayer? So, how you pray is up to you as long as you turn your face towards the Father and allow Him to be the center of your attention, center of your mind, your worship, prayer. That's why you have to give every fiber of your being with all your mind, with all your strength, with all your spirit. You got to give it to Him when you pray. All your attention goes to Him. I mean, of course, you go listen to worship music while you do this. And if you've seen my video on secular music and all that, then you can make your own decision regarding anything else. But God knows what's going on in your heart at all times anyway. So if your heart is focused on Him and focused on His love and His traits and His attributes, channeling yourself with that, then that is a solid prayer indeed. So sometimes I sing and sometimes I will just talk out loud like I'm doing now and just thinking about God, pondering Him, going over the Psalms in my head that I've known, that I've read, and just contemplating on those and aligning myself with His greatness and His glory. Glory is all to Him, but I can at least have a glimpse of it in theory, right? Because I'm nothing compared to God. I will never be anything close to Him, right? But I can only try to be in His likeness as far as my capabilities can let me, and His Spirit can work through me and allow me to present in a certain way my personality, my characteristics that align with Him. Because the worldly thing is sidetrack. The worldly thing is like, oh, you have your zodiac sign, and this is your personality forever. No, it doesn't. It doesn't have to work like that. No, it's like, oh, a mature Cancer or mature Gemini does this thing and this thing. We all start out as baseline, just of the earth, of the clay, but we're so multi-dimensional and multifaceted as people that we are able to channel and return to creation itself, because the creation is much older than the earth. It's much older than these crystals and these stones and these different things, these trinkets that some people will hold on to, these statues that people will hold on to and give significant value, because the Creator created that and everything surrounded it, and everything that created that stone is the Creator as well, that we pray to as Christians. So in that glory and that power of God that He possesses to make these little things to sidetrack, it's not meant to sidetrack you, they're pretty to look at, but even think about it. There's planets out there that are made of just diamond, made of just crystal. Everything is crystal. So how much value does that hold? Does God allow significance to that little stone when He knows He's got 64 million planets made of just diamond and ruby and sapphire and all these little things? You find one on Earth and you think it's special, and it's not. So anyway, what is prayer? Yeah, it's kind of went over it. Like prayer, you connect to God's holiness, you turn your face towards Him, your whole mind, your whole presence towards Him, and you kind of sit back and just profess His name and His glory and His light, and ask that to be placed within you. You can ask for whatever you want. God is not a genie, but He does do things that align with your path and what you want, because He already knows what you want before you want it. So you think you have this new idea, like, oh, I want to do this. He's already paved the way for it. He's already paved the way for it. Any little thought you might have, because we as human beings were ignorant, made ignorant in the beginning, right? And we cannot gather enough knowledge and wisdom and intelligence to even conceive what's really out there. If you think God's not hearing you or anything like that, or your prayers not being answered, remember, He's the one that created time and eternity in the first place. And He's placed you at the way you were at the perfect time to receive everything that you're meant to receive, good or bad, lesson or answer. Everything is in His timing, His book. I wasn't chosen to be born on June 23rd, 2001. I wasn't chosen to do that and make my own way and do everything by myself. He allowed me to be manifest with the parents I had, the characteristics I have, the face I have, the body I have, and can mold and shape into whatever I want. That's the body thing, the flesh thing is inconsequential, really, but I mean, if you eat too much, you'll die, but if you eat too little, I mean, you'll die. But, That is also like a thing that is like is subject to a lot of change and a lot of change in the environment where you live, all these things. But anyway, so yes, when you pray, when you meditate, meditation is a biblical thing. It is in Psalms talked about meditating on his word, meditating, contemplation, all these little things. So don't think if someone's sitting cross-legged, just sitting there thinking, that they're doing something demonic, because it's not. It's meditation. It could be called whatever it wants. You can sit in the chair and stare at the wall. That's meditation. That could be also prayer. You can be walking to work, thinking about God, rejoicing in his light and the joy that he's giving you for that morning. You got a lot of energy that morning. You're thankful. You're grateful. That counts as prayer. He sees you at every single moment of your life, when you're in the washroom, having sex, throwing up, everything. He's there during it all. So when you recognize and take that moment to contemplate him, think about him, talk about him, he's clocking that and he loves it. I'm sure he does. I don't know, but I'm sure he loves it and appreciates it. So, yeah. God bless.